My first full day in Belfast, Northern Ireland, was spent running to Cave Hill Park to reach the greatest lookout of the city. Through the unexpected mix of rain, hail, and sun, I reached the summit to survey and wonder the place I would spend the next 5 months in. Lush grass rolling like gumdrops in front of me, a quilt of symmetrical chestnut roofs to my left, and the rugged cliffside behind me all held excitement in their exoticism, and the realization struck. I was in a foreign country, completely alone, 7 miles away from a soul I knew, yet I felt a clear sense of belonging, and I wondered why that was. That Sunday, I attended a small church service and was immediately beckoned to lunch by a warm elderly couple who shared their experiences of coming of age during the Troubles. Over Victoria sponge cake and English breakfast tea, they shared their favorite novels and childhood traditions and what makes this seemingly mundane city so special. In the quiet of the service and in the animated conversation, I never felt like a stranger, and again I wondered why that was. The days following, I would spend wandering down Malone Road to the Botanic Gardens in an isolation that knew no loneliness. I would pop into Book Paper Scissors and chat with the owner about local poets. I'd order an Americano at 5A and watch the cyclists outside the window greet one another like old friends. The city's life rolled out before me in rubato time as I noticed the intimacy and a smile flashed on the street, the familiarity in the sidewalks that laced city center, the long hours burning away at Sunday brunch without rush, and I began to see why this place was special. I think Belfast is an easy place to feel known. There's a stillness in the air and a curiosity in the minds of locals that means anywhere you go, someone will take interest in you. Here, the little things feel largest. Hearing the birds chirp along the login, finding joy in an exceptionally good cup of coffee, walking to St. George's Market with friends and basking in the warmth of an unexpected burst of sunlight. Here, I've learned that there is value in soaking up the sweetness of a simple life. Celebrating the shimmer of the rain and the sunlight as it falls is equally as valuable as celebrating the promotion. Being a good friend and a careful observer of life is as valuable or even more so than being a good songwriter, photographer, whatever it may be. I've overvalued that which, in the long run, won't provide me with the joy that I am reaching for. Now it's my last day in Belfast, and I walk along the same running path that carried my feet nearly 500 miles since that first morning of January 11th, and I feel like I'm leaving home instead of returning to it. During my last trip to London, my friend Harrison asked me what parts from this trip I most wanted to carry with me back home. I thought of how I'd been welcomed without hesitation wherever I went, and I wanted to unreservedly beckon others into my life in that same way. I've seen this trait embodied in every aspect of my time here, from invites to lunch after church to my Bible study group treating us Americans as friends instead of outsiders. Even my own American peers intentionally poured into one another when it was most difficult to, when we most wanted to escape. What I've realized above all is that my home is wherever I feel welcomed and known, and I want to make others feel that same sense of belonging I felt here.
Oh my gosh, this is crazy.
The most honorable thing I could want in my life is to spend it with a close-knit community of friends that feel like family. I want to be wherever they are because I can't do this alone. I'll look forward to the next time I'll be in this city, but I know that it will never be the same. There's so much about right now that I'll miss. I'll miss converting pounds to dollars, impulsively stopping at Spar to pick up a wrap, hearing an American accent and thinking they're different. I'll miss going to pubs and running along the towpath and waking up in a bed that's slouched in the middle and creaks when I turn to my side. I'll miss the yellow concrete hallways and sprinting with my backpack to catch the bus to Dublin. I'll mourn the gradual slipping away of something so familiar to an image I struggle to recall. Coming back to Belfast will never be the same. But I'm so grateful for what I brought to this experience, but most importantly, what others have brought. A place is what we bring to it and the people we experience it with, and Belfast is a place full of kind people.